Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again with the best ladder deck in Clash Royale to trick our opponents and take their towers. I have 6 cards in the deck that look exactly like the best graveyard deck in Clash Royale. So when people see my Tombstone, Ice Wizard, Valkyrie, and Baby Dragon, they're gonna think they know exactly what they're playing against. If they expect to play against a graveyard deck, they're gonna save their guards, skeleton army, and all of their bait cards to counter the graveyard. They might cycle their P.E.K.K.A in the back because they want to build up a big push to break through. They might try to stop my Valkyrie and Baby Dragon from crossing the river at all costs. And in the best situation, they cycle their buildings to block the Baby Dragon or the Valkyrie and have nothing for the Electro Giant. So when I whip out the egiant at the river, no one's going to be properly prepared. This sneaky Electro Giant deck is deceptive, it's dirty, and it's ready to munch on some delicious towers. I also love the fact that after I take a tower with an Electro Giant, I still have some of the best defenses in the game with Ice Wizard, Tornado, and Tombstone, so no one's breaking through. But let's fuse together some of the best decks in Clash Royale and assert dominance. A huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag and supporting the channel. Hey, so jumping into this one, I want to go for Baby Dragons at the river, Bard Barrels, and Ice Wizards, and make this guy feel like I've got Graveyard. I'm going to start off the game strong with the Tombstone, making him be like, okay, Lava Hound, or it's going to be Graveyard. And when he sees the Valkyrie, he knows exactly what he wants to play against, and he's going to be like,
gotta hold everything that I have to possibly stop that annoying graveyard from crossing the river.
By going for like a Baby Dragon here, I guarantee you he's going to go for like his building to stop it, or he's going to go in for a Tombstone in the back, gearing up for a decent defense. I'm stoked for this. I'm really fired up. It's going to be a Royal Giant deck, so he might not have a building, or if he does, ooh, see, this is bad. I don't want to go for a lightning. I really want him to think that I've got the graveyard deck. If I reveal my lightning too soon, I could be screwed. But Fisherman is out of cycle. He might use the ability. He's going to lose everything at the river. I think this is worth it. I think this is probably worth it. If you can't get back to your Fisherman and I can tornado it directly into the Electro Giant, you're going to be so upset. Yo! That's what I'm talking about. If your opponent doesn't understand what your deck is, they'll make plays like ambitiously cycling an Archer Queen and a Fisherman when they should have saved those cards for the Electro Giant. So when you run a dumb, unorthodox deck, it can actually be stronger than a synergy that everyone has seen, just because even if that synergy is actually statistically stronger or better, people have defended against it a million times. They know what cards to save and what ones not to. But against our deck right now, this dude is just cycling the wrong stuff because he has no clue. And I love it. So because he's probably going to have Royal Giant, I'll Bard Barrel here and I'll save my Tombstone. Generally against RG decks, you want to go for Tombstone up top on top of the RG, because what happens is the skeletons get on top of it immediately. The only time you don't want to do that is if your opponent has Electro Spirit. But yeah, I'll show you guys real quick. I'll go for the Tombstone here with an Ice Wizard. And the RG is going to get the same amount of shots, but with the Ice Wizard slowing everything down and then the skeletons popping off, I think that we're okay here. Honestly, if I tornado this back, the RG might not even get a hit. Let's go. Fully countered. That's what I'm talking about. The dude went in for a Fireball on top of the Ice Wizard, and he went in for an Electro Spirit to counter the skeletons, and he still didn't get a hit. That's the worst possible case scenario for me. This is crazy how well this deck is working. I love it. So I'm going to go for a Baby Dragon in the back. Chance he goes in for an Archer Queen. I'll lightning it immediately. If you want to go for a Fisherman and have that out of cycle, dude, I'm about it. Never doubt that. Yo, Archer Queen and Fisherman are going to be out of cycle now. So I can go for Electro Giant right up close and personal. He's not going to be able to get back to a Fish Boy, right? Even if he does, I could lightning on it. Do I want a lightning? I think I do. I think I do. Yeah, I'm going to lightning on top of the Fish Boy. I think it's better overall. I can activate King Tower there, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Oh, this Valkyrie, though. That Valkyrie's popping off, dudes. I'm going to go in for an Ice Wizard up top because it's going to be able to slow down the RG. He might Fireball and everything, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. This has been such a fun game for me, which I've never said before when I've played an Electro Giant deck into a Fisherman boy. Fisherman is not that fun of a card because obviously with a fast cycle, it will be problematic as the game starts to expedite. All right, we're going to go in for a Valkyrie and a Tornado here. I will take some damage, but it's not going to be the end of the world. I can go for a Tombstone on the other side, so then the skeletons go towards the Archer Queen. And I think I can get a Baby Dragon down here to snipe it, hopefully. If the Baby Dragon plus Bard Barrel comes down on top of that, I should be able to snipe. Oh, no! Dude, why is Archer Queen still super unfair? So I think I've won this game. I mean, it's a minute and 40 seconds left. He hasn't done that much damage to my tower. Just seems like a really long and drawn-out battle. Sometimes when you play against RG players that have a fast cycle with Fish Boy and Archer Queen, you're not going to have the easiest time breaking through. Oh, that lightning value, though. What are you doing? So a super easy game. Unfortunately, my tornado was not able to blow down his house. Dude, I wish I could have cycled 2 lightnings there, but I didn't want you to go for an Archer Queen at the river, pop the invisibility, and pop off and win the game. You can't cycle big hefty spells like lightning against these type of players because Archer Queen is way too scary. All right, we got a game against Max. What's up, dude? So first things first, we're gonna move and bake and shake with the mini P.E.K.K.A. That's what's up. We want you to start spamming into us first. And if I've got Tombstone, you're expecting it to be a graveyard deck right now. I want you to use your P.E.K.K.A. in the most inefficient manner ever. I want you to cycle it in the back. I'm really hoping that this guy's got a P.E.K.K.A. deck because it would be hilarious. He sees a Valkyrie. He sees Tombstone. What else could it be? Oh, I don't want to do it right now, but I also do. I'm going to tornado to this back. Then we can counter it with a baby dragon. And then maybe get the Valkyrie onto the tower. Look at that. That was so sick.
Impossible.
The Valkyrie is my win condition, guys. I don't even need to show my true colors yet. I don't need to show my true intentions. All right, we're in a lightning. I need to be able to kill the bandit. Need to be able to kill the bandit. Oh, the Royal Ghost didn't get hit by the lightning. I potatoed, and that thing ghosted me. Okay, now he sees lightning, and he knows something's up. But I hope he doesn't expect Electro Giant. Please, think I'm running a graveyard lightning deck. Cycle your P.E.K.K.A. in the back. It would be the worst play imaginable for him to cycle the P.E.K.K.A. in the back. I don't think he's going to do it. I'm just not going to cycle my Electro Giant until we can spook him. So I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I can go for an Ice Wizard and then Valkyrie. I just don't want to give him too much lightning value. If you lightning on top of a Tombstone with a simple Ram Rider, it would be the worst decision of your life. Oh, you know what? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's cycling him back in the back, and we can go for an egiant same side. This is beautiful because I can activate King Tower with a Royal Ghost or a bandit that goes in the right-hand lane because I got Tornado. That's really, really good. That's interesting that he would go in for that. Like, out of all decisions, I'm surprised that you would Inferno Dragon headfirst into an Electro Giant. I've never seen that play happen before, but, you know, it didn't work. And I can't say that I was surprised. I can't say that I was surprised. All right, that would die if I Ice Wizard if it went undercover, so it wasn't too scary. I want to go for an Ice Wizard here on top of the bandit so then I can save the Tombstone for the Ram Rider. It's really important for me to counter that Ram Rider. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was not good. The bandit almost dashed on top of the Tombstone, and that would have been horrific. So I'm glad that that didn't work for our opponent because I was like, please just get some skeletons down, have simple needs in life. Yo, are you going to give me lightning value? You going to give me the lightning value? You got to give me the juice. I got the lightning on deck, brother. Oh, he's not about it. He's not about it. Okay, so it is what it is. I hate the fact the Royal Ghost goes undercover like that, though. I know I said it is what it is, but I am going to baby rage every single time that that happens. Okay, so he's going to abandon the other side. I expected that to happen at some point. I want to probably Valkyrie here, because if he goes undercover, it should hit everything, right? And if you don't have a distraction counter to the skeletons, like, you're just wasting so much elixir into a Tombstone. This is hilarious how much elixir he just spent. And then the Baby Dragon, I think with the Electro Giant, because Electro Giant stuns the Ram Rider, and the Ram Rider slows down the Electro Giant, they're just like, I don't know, having a dinner date out here. They're lackadaisically sitting in the middle of the map forever. Okay, so I'm going to Barb Barrel here and then Tornado the Inferno Dragon in because I think that will give me more value. I don't care how much damage I take in the other side. In fact, I want to go for a Lightning so we get more damage with the egiant. Yeah, that was such an easy win. And as you guys can see, when you've got amazing defenses of Splash Shard plus egiant Lightning, I think that this deck actually is a really good deck. And when you have the added layer of the unexpected surprise of the egiant, it makes this deck utterly unfair. It's the Pandora's box that no one wants to open. When it's opened, it's unstoppable.
Don't you open up that window.
Jumping into this one, this man doesn't have any clan. He has no friends, but we have a lot of friends for him, man. We're going to give him some benevolent tornadoes on top of that Hog Rider. And then he's going to follow up with the Green Goblin group that's going to get assassinated by the Valkyrie. The warmest handshake they've ever received, getting melted in seconds. So I think at this part of the time, right, we're probably playing against an Earthquake player, or we're going to be playing against someone with Hog Rider Rocket. So one or the other, my brother. What is it at? Oh, he's trying to activate King Tower, expecting me to have Graveyard. So if he had done that, he would have automatically won the game. But since I don't have a Graveyard deck and that I have Electro Giant, he's going to be shook. He's not going to be a happy camper. I'm so stoked for this because people go out of their way to activate King Tower against people that have Graveyard. Automatic wins. Against Electro Giant, not so much. King Tower does hurt me, but it's not that bad, so I can vibe with it. I'm going to Tornado the Hog Rider, take no damage again. You guys have to go in for that placement if you don't want to have the Tornado get any value on top of the Tombstone. I'd rather preserve my Tombstone HP, so maybe we can get some more skeletons up in here. A little bit of a vibe. And maybe I go for an Electro Giant if our opponent gets frisky with me, expecting me to have Graveyard. So I need him to cycle the wrong card in the back. Or I can Lightning on top of a Valkyrie and an Executioner. He's going to be flummoxed. He's going to be confused. He's going to be like, what is this idiot doing? Yeah, so I'm going to Lightning on everything. This is good. I take this 100%. That's damage on top of the tower too with Baby Dragon, right? Aw, not quite, not quite. It is what it is, though. It's still pretty cool. I'm going to go for a Barbed Barrel to clean up the rest of our opponent's stuff. I think with the Skeletons in the King Tower, oh, it doesn't deny all damage. Simply because the Ice Spear and maybe the Executioner was able to kill one of the Skeletons. If that little Larry was helping us out, we wouldn't have taken any damage whatsoever. So the difficulty here is if I cycle the Electro Giant behind my tower, I will get rocketed. That's just a fact of life. That's how it works. He still doesn't know what our deck is. He saw Lightning, so he's like, what is this idiot running? Maybe Golem, right? But people don't expect Electro Giant with this, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it for sure. I can go for Night Wizard in the middle to make sure that the Valkyrie goes towards that. I'm surprised he didn't rocket. Oh, there's the rocket. Oh, that's bad. That's not good. That ain't good for us, guys. That bad. That real bad. I need to go for like a Lightning here and then Tornado and see if we can make something happen. But this is gonna be extra spicy. So yeah, I'm gonna Tornado with the Executioner into us and then a Lightning maybe. If we can hit a Valkyrie too, that'd be a vibe. I really want to hit a Valkyrie. I really need to hit a Valkyrie. Let me rephrase that. Wow, Electro Giant, you're freaking broken. Despite him getting the best rocket value I've ever seen in my life, it seems like Electro Giant with Lightning in this deck probably is going to be a very good tactic. The more you learn in Clash Royale, guys, even if you get the best rocket value for your opponent, you can still bounce back, baby. I'm going to go for an Ice Wizard here and then try to cycle Lightnings on our opponent when I get the opportunity to. If you drop stuff near your tower, 100% have to snag that. Because the Ice Wizard combined with everything else, I don't know if you're going to be able to get damage. I don't think you do if I get that Tombstone down. And the Barbed Barrel would have forced out some extra elixir with the Ice Spirit too. So all things considered, we're up in the cycle damage lead. I'm talking about, baby. If you go in for Valkyries, I can Baby Dragon here. Make sure that you can't do anything with your Hog Rider because I've got Ice Wizard and Tornado. You might Tornado that back, yeah. If you do, I just go in for a straight up Electro Giant. I'm like, hey, bro, I don't think you have elixir to stop this anymore. It costs a lot of elixir to stop an Electro Giant, boy. It ain't easy, my dudes. It ain't easy. So he's going to go for a Valkyrie. I'll Lightning on that. If Electro Giant just gets onto the tower for a little bit of damage, a little bit of sizzle and fry factor, we will walk away with a dominant W. So I'm going to go in for another Barbed Barrel here, hit him up with a high Baby Dragon so he can't have any potential of rocketing that back. And honestly, if you drop anything near the tower, I can Baby Dragon and have that splash damage onto you. So, yeah, I think the Baby Dragon will win us the game. GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. It was a pleasure asserting dominance. So one of the better Hog Rocket players that I've ever played against, the guy got the best value in single elixir, and it still didn't matter. And you'll love to see that we pushed up a ton of spots on the leaderboard. Surprising opponents with this deck is probably the most fun I've had in a long time playing Clash Royale. So what's up, dude? We are ready. So I'm just going to cycle the Tombstone. Usually when you're running a Graveyard deck, you just want to wait and have your opponent make the first play. But when I'm running Electro Giant, I want my opponent to cycle their building as quickly as I can make them. Ooh, do I Ice Wizard here to win the battle at the river? Oh, that was a spicy Tornado. With that out of cycle, if you drop a building and you don't have that in cycle, we can probably win the game. So I'm going to go for the Valkyrie in the back. You might have the exact same deck as you think that I have.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, man. You might have Tombstone with this, too, because it is the best defensive card in the game. It is so broken how many skeletons that thing spawns. You know, like, I got it. I think our opponent will have it, and it's not going to be easy to break through. But he probably is saving, like, a skeleton army or something and being like, yeah, if he poisons on top of that, he's screwed. But I've got egiant. I'm rushing other side. This might work out wonderfully. Oh, no, no, no. Guards, get away, get away, get away, get away. I need that to pop quickly. The egiant's onto the tower, and he has nothing. Guys, he expected me to have a graveyard deck. He had guards in cycle to counter the graveyard. And then, when he realized that it wasn't graveyard, he lost his tower in a second to the E-Giant. Tell me that isn't unfair. Tell me that wasn't broken, and you'd be lying to yourselves. Also, I might be able to activate King Tower with his Lumberjack. In fact, I know that I can.
You have no power here.
Can I pull the Golem too? I don't pull the Golem, but it's a vibe still. Not much damage, not that much value for our opponent. If I can get a Valkyrie down, all I need to do is push that cannon card away. Let's go! That was such a clean defense. And it was only possible simply because my opponent had the best possible answer in the entire game to a graveyard. He knew that my deck would either have Fireball or Poison, and the guards would have been able to completely cannibalize the graveyard, and he would have been able to shut down whatever we spam on defense because I would have spent too much Elixir with the graveyard there, dropping the Poison, and also going in for the graveyard is 9 Elixir. That's going to be with a tank as well, so maybe even 12 Elixir if I go in for like a Knight or something. You know, like, I wouldn't be able to defend the counter push with the cannon card and all the other stuff there. So I made the right decision, and it worked out wonderfully. With 43 seconds remaining, all I have to do is gear up for a decent defense, and I think I can make that happen too. I'm going to Lightning. Hope that I hit the Lumberjack, and I do. That's good vibes. Yo. Miss me with that. I do not like the fact that you got that cannon card with a electro. Yeah, I guess the dragon is a little bit scary. The dragon ain't easy to deal with. It's one of the few cards in the game that gets me scared. I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to play against that today, man. All right, I'll go for an Ewiz in the middle, or an Ice Wizard in the middle. Should be able to pull and pop off. I can get a Valkyrie down, please. Baby Dragon, lock onto the Valkyrie. Yes, sir. If you have lightning, I'm screwed. Please don't lightning me. Please don't lightning me. Please don't lightning me. Please, Baby Dragon, don't retarget back onto the tower. Because the Valkyrie got so far away, I thought it was going to retarget back onto the tower. Wow. That game was tough. Whenever your opponent has a raged up Electro Dragon near your tower and they've got Tornado, they can chain onto your tower using any of your units and lose you the game instantly. And because it's raged up, it happens super quick. You love to see me still winning games simply because people have no clue what my deck is. He had the best answer for Graveyard imaginable, and he wasn't able to counter the Graveyard because we had egiant. And after that massive win streak, we are now 8,900 in the world and 660 in North America. Let's get it. I just want to see someone cycle a Tombstone in the back. That's what I'm hoping for. If they cycle a Tombstone in the back because they want the skeletons to spawn all over my graveyard and I go in for an Electro Giant, there's no way that they're going to be happy. Also, is that Hog Rider going to get fully countered by Skellies, bro? Like, what you doing out here? That's a -1 trade for you. You just trying to give me the free elixir? I'll take it, my dude. I'll take it. I'm going to go for a Valkyrie here. Also, sometimes when you get like a Valkyrie or a Baby Dragon crossing the river, your opponent will stop it at the river. They'll be like,
Damn, you're going to go in for a graveyard. I can't let that bypass.
and then they'll waste all their elixirs. So that's always fun. I might want a Lightning here just so I can get more value with the Valkyrie. I should have waited a split second because he probably would have popped the ability. But it is what it is. He doesn't have Night and Cycle, so he's going to have to go for Electro Spirit, Log, waste a ton of elixir, and then have nothing for the Ice Wizard. So overall, great transaction for me, and I'll take that any day of the week. Easy King Tower activation, not up in here. You are not going to get that damage.
What did you say, punk?
Oh, okay. All right. Right when I looked away, he went in for a very aggressive and feisty and ferocious queen. He's not a very nice person. That queen is mean. But he did drop more elixir. Archer Queen plus going in for the ability, 6 elixir. I dropped 5 with my Barbarrel and Tombstone. So you know what? I'll take that trade. Every single battle that you want to drop your stupid queen at the river, I'm ready for a counter. You know, this deck has great answers to Archer Queen. If you guys are playing this at a higher up and you don't have all the champions unlocked, you got Lightning, you got Valkyrie, you got Tombstone, you got Barbarrel, and then also you've got the splash damage with Ice Wizard and Baby Dragon. So if your opponent drops their Archer Queen near stuff, you can still damage it down by dropping the Ice Wizard on top and getting that splash damage. This is awesome. He knows that I have Lightning though, so I'm gonna Lightning here. I just want to get the Baby Dragon potentially onto the tower. It's worth it because it'll surprise him. Yeah, he just didn't have anything. This dude didn't have any juice left in the tank. And he got shook. So he could Hog Rider here, but I've got Tombstone, and I also will have a decent answer with the Ice Wizard. So I'm not too scared. Ooh, Earthquake comes down. Yeah, that's... He was saving that, I think, because he didn't want to play against someone that had potential of going in for a very aggressive play of whipping out the graveyard. Because Earthquake is one of the best possible answers to the graveyard. And now he's like, why is this idiot having the Electro Giant? Because if he goes in for a building, I can Lightning on that, and I can also hit the Queen. Yo, watch this. Bye, Queen. See you later. This is beautiful. He's not going to be back to an answer. This is hilarious. When you get a type of situation like that, with your opponent running one of the most popular decks in the game, and you destroy it. It's just, there's nothing that beats that. The feeling, it's serendipitous, guys. It's magical. So I'm going to go in for another Valkyrie if you decide to spam me. It's a vibe. I'm here for it, especially if you want to go undercover. Or, no. I can Electro Giant because it's going to be able to kill the Queen. The Queen won't be able to pop off with the ability. I think this is way better. Maybe we can even get a Tornado on top of the Hog Rider to minimize the damage that you get, and then go in for a Lightning on top of whatever you do here. If I Lightning Cycle, I can walk with win. So, yeah, my game plan here, because we're playing against an Archer Queen Hog Rider deck that I can probably deny most of the damage with, I'm going to go for Baby Dragons. I'm going to try to Lightning and get value with that, and then win the game with the Baby Dragon connecting.
12 seconds later.
All right, here we go. Lightning, I choose you. Don't disappoint me right now. Yeah, the Baby Dragon locks, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's all it took. Lightning on top of a cannon or a Royal delivery, and you walk away with a win because the Baby Dragon's going to lock on tower. It's a beautiful sight to see. Every single game today was a win, and we are at 7,400 in the world. It is always more fun to push up ladder with decks that people don't expect, and this one was one of the best ones I've created in a long time. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an awesome rest of your day.